back over to the Tr50. I know I did one of these. This is my second one. Out of my first one, I pulled the 7.5 Joule. I put an 11 Joule in it. So here's the 7.5 Joule. It had this in here. This was the sleeve. I don't really show that. That's the sleeve. It was inside here. I'm pretty sure that's stifling the gas. So I tried to dig it out at first, like at the end, kind of like trying to grab at it after I took this piece off and tried to get it out of there. It didn't work. I put some in this end, and I just smacked this thing down and it popped right out. So this is the piece. So now this doesn't have that piece, which kind of reminds me of this video I watched, the 11 Joule one, where they have this like a kind of like a C-shaped sleeve that's inside there. Anyway, yeah, so I pulled that out. I wanted to experiment to see what this would do. So I bought another one to put it in. So just another complete, brand new. Just got it off eBay, $100. Got 5 magazines, all that jazz. Tr50 is the hold on. Here it is. 360 feet per second, so it's the 11, it's the 7.5 Joule. Anyway, so we're going to put this 7.5 Joule in there without this crappy sleeve and probably really stifle the amount of gas we'll be able to use and how many shots, but I'm not going to care. Anyway, so I got the home wreckers. Really neat, rubbery, nice steely in the center. I learned that you've got to use this Teflon ball to kind of push into the magazines. I've been using this like rod to push them in and out, so it'll get them ready. It kind of breaks them in so that you can put these in there easier. Kind of read it. I bought them off eBay, but they're from Home Wrecker. LessLethal.com. Anyway, so this is my first one. Just show you where I'm at with it. Okay, so I took it all apart. I'm using white lithium grease to lubricate all my air guns. So this is a pistol grip I 3D printed. It's PLA Plus in kind of flat black. It's kind of one of my favorite designs. I did a bunch of these. I've got them in gray. I've got them in different colors. But this is probably one of the ones I've been waiting on using. It's the same design, a Punisher design on both sides. It's got white lithium grease throughout this whole thing. I took the 7.5 Joule out of here and I put the 11 Joule. I bought it off eBay, put it in there. This is running those home wreckers. I don't know if we're staying in frame. Got some home wreckers. Okay. And then this is just a really cheap, like green dot light. I think it's got like just little etchings here, so when it pushes up the light, it just catches right there. It's green. It's the cheapest one you get on eBay. They're like 10 or 12 bucks or something. It's got the little batteries in here. You can switch it on and off. Fits right on top of that Picatinny right now. So this is the 11 Joule. It's got white lithium grease throughout the whole thing. I like to use it. It's probably not everybody's favorite. I mean, to each his own. Just going to show you what it looks like. Just give you some different angles. So this is the 11 Joule mod. Anyway, so the next one that I'm going to go to is this one. I bought this one because I wanted to experiment. I didn't know if that was going to destroy it or not. I don't think that it is. I've also got to get some different valve pins and try them out. I want to get another valve pin for this one, and then get another valve pin for here and try it out. Maybe I can modify valve pins. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to say can or can. I don't know. But I was going to put this one in here and not do anything to this one because I don't want to destroy it. So I'll have one that is going to be 7.5 Joule that I don't, mess with until I know I like what happens. But I'll put this one in here and we'll run some test shots and see how many, shots that we get, and see if we get some faster, rounds out of there. Got a bunch of rubber rounds. I want to get those rubber steel rounds, like where they're steel on the core and a bunch of rubber on the outside. I really like these home wreckers. I mean, it's like $20 for 24. So there's a lot. But that is something neat. Anyway, just kind of want to show what I was up to. These are by far my favorite like launcher or whatever you want to say. My favorite air gun so far, compression gun. I really like them. I really like how it's got the system where it keeps that CO2, in a dormant state until you actually hit it and you need it. And I mean, I really like the fact that it's got places to hold your rounds. You can take it out, and you can put more in. You can have more ready to go. Anyway, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one. I've got a couple other things. I wasn't going to put this one on it. This one I was kind of saving for a different thing that I was doing. But having a Picatinny mount is really just amazing. Just something else I printed on eBay. Kezer, something like that. Just go on Thingiverse. I mean, this got some nice grip to it. This is PLA Plus, and it's just kind of got just a regular gray. This stuff is really sharp, but I was thinking about spraying it. That's what I did with this. Is I kind of sprayed it with the rubber paint after I filed on it. This is something I was saving for my one of my other air guns that I'm working on. But and I've made a bunch of different things. I think that one looks pretty good there. Just kind of something to stabilize it. I mean, not that you really need to. This thing isn't heavy at all. But anyway. So, of course, tons of stuff on Thingiverse to download and print. I'm really happy with these. These are amazing. This is like my... And that's the other thing, too. I wanted a bunch more of these cylinders. I mean, I don't know what else to call them. A bunch more of these, and just buying another gun at $100. I mean, you get 5 more, so I think that's the answer. And I don't know. I was looking on eBay, and this one is fully modded. They've got the 11 Joule mod, and it went on eBay and sold for like $280. You can buy these for about $100, $110. I seen them on sale for 80. At Big Five if you have the rec coupon. And this thing, the 11 Joule, that cost me like $60 on eBay. There's other places you probably get them if you want to wait for longer shipping. I buy most of my stuff on eBay. That's how I am. I know you can get stuff other places, so I mean, try around to see if you want to buy from different places. That's fine. Whatever floats your boat. But I am interested to see what this does without this, because this looks like it's just, that's the whole chamber. But I know these chambers are different, because normally when I'm inside of a BB gun, you've got the CO2 going inside this thing, this direction, and so only the top part of that CO2 is opened up. And so this would be your chamber of how much gas you have. But with having a CO2, backwards, it stands to reason. See, this whole thing becomes potentially, this whole thing to where this thing is cut off, or where it seals when that piece is set in here. this whole thing becomes your chamber. I mean, there's not a lot of rattle here. There's a little bit of room, but that's also where the gas is going up. So this definitely does open up the chamber some. I mean, that's the only thing this is for. It looks like it's designed to slow the system down. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, you can weigh in on the comments. Yeah, looks like my dog needs attention. So, anyways, Tr50. I'm gonna keep collecting these. I really like. So the next one I get, I'll be up to like 15 cylinders for my different projectiles that I want to do. Yeah, can't be too happy about that.